Hey, how you doing?
Mr. Larry. I'm okay, how about you, ma'am? I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Well, that's great. Wonderful. Derek,
Hey, how you doing?
how you doing?
I'm doing that.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you? I'm wonderful. How are you doing? Wonderful. I like fashion. I just went ahead and took the vehicles off.
Oh, okay.
And then,
I was wondering where they went.
I was here for the cemetery, I just be getting quotes, because nobody responded. Should work on that next week. Meriwether? Just put it out. We now have, I think, three, let's see what T is. Okay, number one? No. Two, no. 4 years. 5 acres. You're being. Thank you. Hey. I'm real. How about you? 3 and start the meeting, and hopefully by then Alderman Ship will have arrived. Okay.
Alderman Hill is on.
Yes, Alderman Shield is here, Alderman Fountain, Alderman Meriwether is here in person, and Alderman Ship, I think, he was downstairs, so hopefully by the time we finish with the prayer and the roll call, that he'll be on his way up. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. The meeting of the mayor and board of aldermen for the city of Holly Springs is now called to order. First, we'll have a prayer. And Mr. Jones, would you do the prayer for us today? Mr. Wayne Jones? Yes, sir.
We come humbly before our Creator, our God, to ask that the Creator guide us in our decision making and bless us with this day so that we may continue the work of the city in the best interest of the citizens of Holly Springs and all the people within the sound or within our community. Thank you. Amen.
Thank you. Roll call.
Alderman Fountain,
Present.
Alderman Jones, absent. Alderman Ship, absent. Alderman Teal, Alderman Meriwether. Mayor, you have one board member present, two telephonically, and two absent.
All right. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And please allow the record to reflect that Alderman Ship is present in person. All right. And next, I'll ask for a moment of silence for peace for our community and the world at large. All right, thank you. And as I was mentioning, some of the items that we had on the notice as well as the agenda, we won't be able to deal with. One, of course, is the utility department vehicles. And so we can remove that. Also with US Lawns, when we went back to look to see if the bids and the quotes and the amount, it turns out that there was no bid. And so next week, what we'll do is get quotes, and we've had various people who've expressed interest. And so hopefully we can have that by the first of next week for those. So that shortens our agenda as well. So what's remaining on the agenda is a motion to authorize the retaining of the expert legal services of Blackman & Blackman LLC for protection of the Holly Springs Utility Department, certification status of certain officers in the Holly Springs Police Department, and then police department personal matters. And I've also included an executive session because we know some of those matters will require that. Is there a motion to adopt the agenda? Is there a motion to adopt the agenda? Alderman Meriwether, were you? Is there a motion to adopt the agenda?
May I move that we adopt the agenda?
Is there a second? It's been moved by Alderman Ship, second by Alderman Fountain to adopt the agenda. All those in favor?
Well,
Alderman Teal and Alderman Fountain, they are appearing telephonically, and then in President Alderman Meriwether and yourself, Alderman Ship. All right. All those in favor of the adoption of the agenda? Roll call, please.
Alderman Fountain,
Is that me?
Yes. Yes.
Aye.
Alderman Jones, absent. Alderman Ship, Alderman Teal, Alderman Merriweather.
I have a question about the agenda. The main thing that I was looking on this agenda for is number 4, and we just removed it from the agenda. That was to get the Hillcrest Cemetery with services there.
Right,
So I
so we
need
have
to
a
discuss
motion on
that
the
because
floor, though.
I know that, but I have discussion about it.
Yeah, but we've already started voting though. I mean, I don't have a discussion.
I understand, I get it. So that was the concern that I have.
You're welcome to,
I know.
do your pleasure. All right, so,
So, a nay.
okay, Alderman, all right, so Alderman Schiff and
And the reason
Townsend,
is
aye,
because of number 4.
and Alderman Hill and Alderman Merriweather, nay. So that's 2-2, and I'll break the tie with an aye.
Mm.
Mayor, also, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
That was the main reason I was here was you and I discussed that cemetery for almost a month now. And now we're finding out we don't have bids it is kind of head shaking. Which means the last month we've done nothing. And now when it's time we were gonna try to move forward, we all of a sudden find out we don't even have bids for it.
Well, we all found that they had committed bids, and let me also say that yesterday when I spoke with you, I said, let me pull them and get Ms. Johnson on yesterday to find out as to why, but if you have no interest in the other concerns on the agenda, or if that's your only reason for attending, I do understand if someone feels like they don't need to be here. But it definitely wasn't done deliberately, as I expressed to you. I was surprised when we looked, Ms. Jones was even surprised when we looked down at it and found out that no one had submitted bids for the cemetery, because I thought I remembered the young man reading out two, that one was not qualified because of how they did it, and then as far as that there was one for U.S. Lawn. And so I mentioned to you yesterday that I needed to check and make sure the budget, because he had, I think I read his email to you, that he had responded back, but he had a question regarding the amounts. So, but I do understand if that's something you feel like you need to do. Or anyone else?
Well, it's, we take care of the business of the city. However, that was just one of the main things that I thought we were going. I didn't know that we weren't going to entertain that until we got here.
Right, because
So that's why the hesitancy in me asking the questions, not because of the business of the city, but it was just that concern.
All right, so the motion passes with 2 ayes, 2 nays, and also with me as the mayor breaking that tie. But now if anyone feels like that they wish to leave based on the fact that there are certain items that you were expecting that are not on here, please feel, free and let me know. But definitely was no deception involved in the process. As soon as we can get something, we definitely want to move forward with that. I was as shocked as you are.
So that's a question about that. I know we've taken that item in terms of, and I know that we voted for the agenda with that item off.
Mhm.
So do we have, is someone maintaining Hillcrest?
Right now, our employees are, and so we'll have to look at a quote to get someone to specifically deal with that. But right now, our team's dealing with it.
I think this should have been done, a while back, one time,
Exactly.
for a season.
Right. Well, we did do city services in the winter. And all of us received that. So actually, all of us had an opportunity to review the city bids and recognize as to whether or not it was on there or not.
I didn't understand that.
That everyone was here when the city bids were open and had an opportunity to review and look at them and make a decision and to see and even make that determination.
All right,
Your point is very well taken. We'll do what we can because it will make it better for our staff even. First item on the agenda is a motion to authorize retaining the expert legal services of Blackman Blackman LLC for protection of the Holly Springs Utility Department. Is there a motion?
my take on, number one, as I've stated before in previous meetings, we have a city attorney. With all due respect, that, first of all, in terms of, we know that the PSC has, that the legislature passed the bill. However, I don't know, has the bill been signed by the governor? Do you know, Madam Mayor?
I have not seen as to whether it has or not. That's why we need Blackman and Blackman. They are located in the area and are prepared and skilled and experienced in this area. Attorney Perry, I'm familiar with his areas of expertise. I recommended him.
Right.
But this is a whole different thing, and this is something that there's a lot at stake with this. Doesn't mean that he can't help them, but it means that we need some people that this is going to be a primary focus, and they have experience dealing with it, and they are not concerned about the battle with TVA and other agencies.
I
That they are ready to do that.
Let me
and,
finish my discussion.
Uh-huh.
And so,
Well, you asked me a question, so.
right, I just asked if you knew that the governor had signed or not. However, again, I'll say what I said before, and that is we have a city attorney, who, if legal services are needed,
They are.
well, that hasn't been shown or proven yet that legal
That's been
services.
shown
Wait,
by the
excuse
acceptance
me, ma'am.
bill. Well, I just want to make sure to counter that. 'Cause-
Excuse me, Mayor, let me finish, please.
Go ahead.
Thank you. And so once our attorney for me, once our attorney determined that legal services is needed, then we'll go forward from there. I'm not sure why we are motioning to authorize to retain anyone except our city attorney at this time. We don't know the gist of it. We don't know, in terms of, the fees, costs to retain, if they are the best for this, if we need them here. We don't or an attorney or legal representation for that. We don't know that they're the best. I mean, I would like, just like we're doing with the cemetery bids, and especially for our attorney to have the lead in that, not our mayor, but our city attorney. And that's just my thought on it. I just want to voice that.
All right, I appreciate that. I appreciate your thoughts, and definitely I did look into various firms and found them to be the best and one that was willing and available to assist us. And I think we talked about the fees roughly somewhat in executive session, and we can do that again today. However, this is something
So
that
you-
does require
But you
Uh,
check for the,
more expertise. Yes, I did.
no. We don't want
Yes,
the
ma'am,
mayor
that
doing that.
is.
We want
You
the
just
attorney doing
are
that.
confused about how government works.
You
If
are.
that's okay, that's been
We're
known
not.
for a while.
We're not.
It's been
You're
known.
confused.
So,
You
but
were
the
confused.
motion is before everyone now. And so, we must do everything that we can to protect this utility department. And, one of the things, you don't wait until the thief comes into the house before you lock the door. I don't know a better way to put it. It makes me feel like we want to set it up to give it away. And I have said that before. I just don't understand,
You just want them
the
to-
position, as far as not wanting to have legal representation, in this matter. It is not benefiting me,
I
it
know
is
that we
benefiting,
need-
as you said,
I
I'm
know that
talking
we
now.
need
As you
legal
said, I'm talking now.
representation,
And
but
so
just
we
want
need
the
someone
process
who's going
done
to be,
seamlessly.
well, this is done seamlessly,
fairly.
and this is unfairly.
And everyone involved.
It is not
just the
people's,
mayor.
about an individual's feelings or an employee's feelings. This is about
What's best for
the city of Holly
That's
Springs,
correct.
what's best for the city. And right now, as always, you seem to be setting it up for someone to come up and take it and steal it. And I really don't understand.
Wow.
We have a duty to the city of
That's
Holly
right.
Springs
We do.
to protect it. And this is not happening. And I don't understand the rationale behind it. It makes no sense whatsoever, even from
We
any.
want the
I won't make
best
a
use
motion.
of
From
the
any,
taxpayers'
It
money.
makes, I'm talking right there. It makes no sense whatsoever to not retain this firm that has the expertise. But I have done my due diligence. I have put it on the agenda, and I will make everyone aware of that. If they have any questions or concerns, and this firm speaks for itself. And even the city attorney himself admitted that there were no objections to their ability. And it is not up to him as to whether or not or how they get paid, like it wasn't up to them as to how much he gets paid. And so therefore, this is before us now. I will entertain a motion to adopt. I will entertain a motion to adopt it as presented. Is there a motion? Is there a motion from anyone? All right, there is no motion. So I'll hold that, and I like the record to reflect that I am very disheartened at the lack of due diligence in the protection of the Holly Springs Utility Department. And I am very concerned about the intent and the lack of protection being given to protect this asset and the people of the city of Holly Springs and our ratepayers. And I am very concerned about the motives and the rationale in not seeking experienced, zealous, dependable, available representation for the city of Holly Springs Utility Department. All right,
And we, the Board of Aldermen, would like for the record to show that we as a body are responsible, as well as the mayor, for making sure that we use the taxpayers' money in the best and most efficient, manageable way through, are you writing this? You writing it? Okay. We just want to make sure you're writing it. We want Howard's in there too, so that everyone can understand.
I got you.
We are responsible as well. And we want the best use of the taxpayers' money. We want the utility department protected, which is why the board has agreed, hopefully, that we will allow the TVA CSA representative, accountant to come in, because we want to make sure that the taxpayers' money, and that we do what we've been assigned to do, what we took an oath to do. And that is to protect Holly Springs, the city of Holly Springs, its people, and its assets in every possible way. In terms of legal representation of the Holly Springs Utility Department, we have said and will continue to say that when representation is needed, is warranted, our city attorney, we feel, will help lead that endeavor with whatever representation that he brings to us for us to either approve and move forward. We're not trying to stop anything that's on the mayor's agenda. However, it is not just the mayor. We are a team, and we're making decisions as a team.
item number 2, topic, the certification status of certain officers in the City of Holly Springs Police Department. And item number 3 is Police Department personnel matters. As you all know, there's been news stories regarding the status of the certification of various officers. I won't get into anyone's name regarding whether or not certain officers are certified or whether they are in compliance. I have passed this information on to you all as well as to the chief. And however I feel that is necessary, that we look at it formally and take action regarding it in an effort to protect the City of Holly Springs Police Department. That being said, in an effort to look at more details, I'll entertain a motion to go into executive session or closed session to determine the need for executive session. Is there a motion to go into closed?
Question, are these matters, effective, immediately, or this is something that can wait till the next board meeting?
It is imperative that we deal with this now. We have certain individuals who are not in compliance. That has been confirmed by the state of Mississippi. We actually have one that is not certified. And right now, it is, and I wanted to make sure, so I can talk with you all in executive session, because the individual is carrying a gun in the police department, having access to certain privileged information, driving a city vehicle, and right now the city is at risk of certain liability. And even recently, even with the information we have received, it has still come back the same. And so, yes, it is imperative that we act immediately based on the current status. So I did email some documents to you all that I have received from the state of Mississippi as well as the state of Tennessee confirming the same. So I did send that to you all so that you could see for yourself fully and completely as to what I received. And then also, of course, we have certain personnel matters, and I believe those have been emailed to you all as well. So one, I do have a major concern with, because of the nature of the police department, with some of the matters that are occurring. And so, but there is a major liability, a major risk. We just saw when the city, there was a city in Arkansas that was deactivated because of the concerns from standards. And we don't want to be in that same position as we see, even with the ones that I have listed. I was told by actually one of these officers that there was someone else who also has a status that's not in compliance. And they made me aware of that when I spoke with them yesterday. Some, it may be a quick fix, but some, no one can find any information regarding. So that's a whole different ballgame. But until we know, I placed one individual on leave with pay until we can make a determination of it, because it either the person either is or they are not. And so, but until we know for sure, there's so many things that may cause issues for the city of Holly Springs in so many ways, especially in light of a situation that we're dealing with right now. And so we must make sure that we uphold our bargain and our duty. And I heard earlier something about an oath. And that oath is to the city of Holly Springs and the state of Mississippi, not to certain individuals. And so therefore, it is not something that can wait. I wanted to bring it forward, especially in the light of the jobs and the tools that these individuals use, that we need to make a decision sooner than later in an effort to protect the city of Holly Springs. And so therefore, definitely, no, that's something that we need to look at today. It's been a couple of weeks since our last board meeting, and still, I have not received anything else from the department, but I have received something else from the state. And I did share that information with you all via email so that you can read for yourself and see the status. It opens us up to some of these other matters too, as far as possible prospective litigation, possible lawsuits. But the main thing is the risk of it. if someone is not certified or not in compliance and they deal with certain matters, then you're at risk of certain cases being at risk. So is there a motion to go into closed session?
I'll make the motion to go into closed session.
Move by Alderman Fountain. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Alderman Fountain, second by Alderman Schiff to go into closed session. All those in favor? All those opposed? All those opposed? Roll call, please.
Alderman Fountain,
Alderman Fountain, we're doing roll call.
Okay. They call my name?
Yes, ma'am.
Aye.
Alderman Jones, absent. Alderman Ship,
Aye.
Alderman Teal, Alderman Merriweather.
Motion passes 4 ayes, 1 absent, and Jones will go into closed session. All right, we appreciate everyone's patience.
Ma'am. No, ma'am.
The potential, the potential that actually take place in, not only in this city, but in the county, within the next 2 to 3 years, the potential is, for devastation. How do you, the potential it's like you're at the edge of the cliff and you're about to fall, we all
All right, the board has voted to go into executive session to discuss personnel matters in the police department. All right. Appreciate that. All right, so board has voted to come out of executive session. No action was taken. There was, a recommendation by myself, and I'll wait until we have a quorum again. Let's see if we have one.
I'm still here, Mayor. I don't have a lot of time, is what I mean.
Okay, well, we're waiting on Meriwether to, join us again, and then, we'll see. Want to, announce that no action, was taken, and that, once we return and resume, I will put, we'll move forward. Okay, I think I hear some movement, and so we'll have our quorum shortly, hopefully. All right, so Alderman Meriwether is back in town, and so we now have a quorum again, and so no action was taken. And I'd like the record to reflect, that, I, as the mayor of the city of Holly Springs, have, made the Board of Aldermen aware of the concerns I have regarding the certification status, and whether certain officers are in compliance with the state of Mississippi Board of Standards, and my concerns regarding, liability, to the city of Holly Springs regarding the individual continuing to use certain city property and to be involved in certain city police business. I'm also going to look at and probably make a request as far as an AG's opinion regarding the effect of, this matter of officers not being in compliance, and also non-certified officers, as I'm very concerned about the welfare and the safety and the liability of the people of the city of Holly Springs.
And I would like the record to show on behalf of the board that we are concerned as well. However, we have a police chief who is competent and well able of running the police department. He is researching into those matters that's been brought to our attention as well as his, and we expect to report by May 7th, our next board meeting. So we are concerned as well, with the concerns.
And one more thing, Madam Clerk, I'd like the record to reflect that this matter has been going on for approximately, this individual has been with us for approximately 2 months at this time period, and the city has still not received any type of information that confirms that the individual has been properly certified by either of the states that are involved. And so therefore, as the mayor of this great city, I will do my due diligence. I have put in a request to Chief Bowen, but have not received a response or anything that shows me that at this point, as of today, that the circumstances have changed regarding the concerns about certification. And so therefore, I found it necessary and my duty to present this information to the Board of Aldermen of the city of Holly Springs, and look forward to receiving any additional information as I have requested regarding this matter. And I still stand by the recommendation that I made to this board earlier in regard to what is in the best interest of the city of Holly Springs, and would also is in regard to required by the state of Mississippi regarding the board of standards, as well as the state of Tennessee.
And for the last time, please let the record show that the Board of Aldermen, Alderman Meriwether, we reiterate, we are depending on our police chief to provide for his employees what is in the best interest of the city. With this particular situation, we are waiting, as we have been informed, that the information is coming or is here, and we're going to hear from our police chief. We want him to be able to run the police department. We want to hear from him. We're not interested in retaliation from our mayor or anyone else because an officer perhaps have said something that she did not like, or we have voted for someone that she didn't want in position. We want to make sure that everyone is given due diligence, and that's the responsibility of the board, and that's what we're going to ensure.
So, and let me say, I must simply say this, that my recommendation in this matter definitely does not deal with retaliation. It deals with the state law. It deals with what is right. As far as the references to Chief Bowen, I have inquired of him regarding this matter. Chief Bowen did make these recommendations for employment. However, once we found out the status of these individuals, it was my responsibility to find out as to, once I was made aware of it, to check it further. And since it's been put out there, and once I heard about it, one of the first things that I did do was check with the police chief. However, no documentation was provided. There was no urgency. It is a very serious matter that we are dealing with in this moment. And so throwing away around words like retaliation and things of that nature have no place. It is the same as people saying that people have been paid by TVA for certain matters. And so I want the record to reflect that there is no retaliation involved in this matter, that this is about the state law. This is about what's right. This is about the people of the city of Holly Springs. And I am so aggrieved that people do not take this seriously and have made this to be personal, because either a person is certified or he or she is not. That's the bottom line, my friend.
Thank you.
I also would like to say that our city attorney is also looking into this matter, so we can make a conscious decision on the outcome of this situation.
And I will say this, the city attorney did provide some documents to us last week, which I'm still confused about that occurrence. However, those documents have not upheld the situation. So I'm looking forward to it. As I mentioned to Chief Bowen, either person is certified or not.
I make a motion that we end the meeting.
It's been moved by Alderman Meriwether, second by Alderman Shipp to adjourn. All those in favor? Aye. All right, 3 ayes and 0 nays and 2 absent in Teal and Jones.
Fountain.
Teal and, Jones and Fountain. Thank you.